Hello, everybody. Welcome to Oh, I spilled my fucking beer. God damn it.
Oh my god.
We're not stopping on this one. Fuck it. That's as real as it gets right there.
I was about to say, this is about as it represents about as well as 2025 has gone so far. Half the country's on fire, the other half's on ice. You know what? We're just gonna go ahead and split the difference. That's the podcast, Split the Difference Pod. Welcome. This is the inaugural show. Boys, we're gonna get a round of applause. You know, we might be done after one.
Hands over the table. Applause, please. We got to know what's going on at all times.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. And I mean that kind of could take us into what we're talking about. Hands need to be shown. FS1
hands need to be shown.
Looking at you, Skip Bayless.
Looking at you, Joy Taylor. Yeah. Shannon, you're questionable.
No, Shannon's good. His
name
had not come up in anything. Him and Colin Coward are
dude,
safe.
You're in enough Blue Chew commercials.
H-O, Skip Bayless, y'all are freaks. and that's gonna be our first topic of the day. Our first patients in the sick clinic. The entire Fox Sports industry
need to find God or somebody.
Something. I think they're
find a jail cell.
If you all haven't heard, basically, there's freak offs going on behind the scenes at Fox.
I was going to say freak off.
I mean, there's no way to explain it.
He ain't wrong.
Nushin Faraji, she was a makeup artist and hairstylist for FS1. She's been working there since about 2012. She filed a lawsuit against FS1 recently. She started off, her and Joy Taylor moved from Miami to Los Angeles. She left her husband in Miami. That's already a red flag. Anyways, Nushin Faraji and Joy Taylor became friends because Joy Taylor told her husband lives in Miami, she's in LA, and she's lonely. So they go out one night for drinks, and they ran into Charlie Dixon, who is the executive of FS1. All right?
Big hoss.
And yeah, he's the big hoss. He's the head honcho.
His last name ain't Dixon for no reason, all right?
Oh, boy.
Dixon Joy.
He said, you're about to take this dick, son.
Oh.
And he was... while they were at these parties, he was buying drinks for everybody, and Nushin Faraji had said that by the body language of Joy Taylor and Mr. Dixon, she was thinking they're messing around with each other. All right,
the body language is crazy.
She looked at Joy Taylor and was like, "Oh, who's that?" She was like, "Oh, he's just a friend." That's already a red flag. That means they're getting to it. Anyways, this would continue for a while. They would always go out and they would have drinks and they would leave together. And like I said, Joy Taylor had a husband on the other side of the country.
Whereas Frozen, she was on the fire side.
Yeah, well, she's burning for
the Fire Nation attacks was her doing, bro.
And so one day, Nushin Faraji was at work and she ran into Mr. Dixon, and she went to Miss Taylor and told her, "Oh, the guy that's always buying us drinks at the bar was at work. I just saw him in the elevator." She's like, "You know who that is, right?" And she told him. Or she told Miss Faraji, "That's Charlie Dixon. He is our boss. You need to say nothing, and everything will be fine." And at that point, Mr. Faraji was kind of like, "All right, this is weird. They're obviously messing around with each other. He can control if we have a job or not. I'm going to stay out of it." After that, a few years passed, and Undisputed was started with Skip and Shannon. And they needed another talent.
So just for timeline purposes, what year was this when their whole first scandal started?
So this was like, I think Nushin Faraji got hired as a full-time, or I think she might have worked part-time at this point. But this is around 2012 when her and Joy Taylor got there.
Because I thought First Take was way older.
First Take started in 2016. But Joy Taylor had been working there since 2012. And at this point, she was basically just like a substitute teacher. She was like a reserve. If somebody was called in sick or wasn't going to be able to be on TV, she would fill in for him that day. And then in 2016, Undisputed starts, and it's Skip and Shannon Sharp, as everybody knows.
I'm wondering if that's who I seen. When I was at not to interrupt you or cut you off.
Oh, you're good.
I was at the hospital not too long ago, man, and I don't know if y'all noticed, but ESPN just after fucking 2 a.m. just has all female shows, and I find that I don't mind it, but I think if you're going to have all female shows to put them on at the graveyard shifts, kind of issue, but that's not what I'm getting at. I'm pretty sure it was Joy Taylor that was on the show that I was watching just a couple months ago.
She works for Fox.
Oh, it's for Fox. Yeah, well, it might have been Fox. I don't know. I would look, bro. I was off the fucking mids at the hospital. I don't know. I was at one point was watching a fucking whatever. Was it a lap band process? Yeah, no.
What?
Jesus.
Yeah. They have channels that will show you the procedures at the hospital. You just have to keep scrolling, bro. There was a lap band infomercial fucking channel. There was a testicular cancer informational channel. There was a fucking prostate cancer information
I guess if you're looking for something.
And then there was AIDS. There was AIDS information channel. And I was like, this is Spectrum. Doesn't cover. It either covers not enough or too much because it's all over the place, dude. But back to what you were saying.
But yeah, so they needed like a moderator. Like everybody's watched Undisputed. They have a moderator.
Gus will be our moderator for when Bailey says some stupid shit about the Bengals later. All right.
They could, but
or when I say something stupid about the Eagles, but you didn't like that take.
They needed somebody to be a moderator, and they wanted somebody with TV presence. Well, Joy Taylor was a bartender and a radio host in Miami. She had little to no TV experience, and in my opinion, I didn't think she was that great to begin with.
Yeah.
And this is
I've never seen her.
And like the main reason she got this job basically is because she was sleeping with Charlie Dixon. He went to Skip Bayless.
That's not a dishonor. This is actual facts. I've never watched her shit. I'm not judging her capability. I don't think the Gusher is neither. But
it's like Charlie Dixon was like, yeah, we're going to have Joy Taylor. And Skip was not with it. He did not want her. And then apparently Charlie Dixon, he arranged a meeting with the two of them and told her to wear provocative clothing and act in a provocative manner for Skip. And he still said no. And then Charlie Dixon was like, all right, bro, just take it for me as a favor. And so Joy Taylor ended up on First Take. And at this point, her and Mr. Dixon had continued their adultery with each other. Their coitus.
Coitus is crazy. What the fuck?
Somewhere down the line, Faraji went to a dinner with Joy Taylor, Charlie Dixon, and both of their husband and wives. And at this dinner,
this fucking Matty Ice, that weak motherfucker. What is he doing on the panel? My bad, Gus.
Damn, Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan is on the panel. This is monumental.
Always remember the coach.
Why is he next to these freaking legends, dude?
The coach picked Matt Ryan over Baker Mayfield. Let's
just talk about your Colts. They took Matt Ryan and Carson Wentz in back-to-back fucking seasons.
He ain't finished with the Fox score. Trust me. I'll get into that. You ain't gonna be able to stop.
That's hard.
We got a 42-page quarterback.
Oh yeah, you only made it 11 in.
So they all go to a dinner. Joy Taylor's husband figures out she was messing around with this dude. He's like, oh yeah, and then he finally gets proof and divorces her. And then Charlie Dixon basically just continues his freak ways.
His Vince McMahonity.
Yeah, I was about to say it was literally Vince McMahon. He was touching up
taking shit on his head.
He didn't do that.
Well, according to Ronda Rousey, he did.
Oh, I'm talking about Vince. Charlie Dixon didn't do that. Vince definitely did.
I thought you were talking about Vince.
He's going to hell.
I thought you were talking about
that's when he did.
Yeah, I'm going to piss on his grave.
But, so Charlie Dixon was inappropriately touching Miss Faraji at a party, and then Faraji went and told Joy Taylor, and she basically said, don't tell anybody because he's got the power to make us both lose our jobs. And then she ended up being Skip Bayless's makeup artist when his hairstylist or whatever. And later down the line, after 2016 on Undisputed, and Skip would then tell Miss Faraji that she was voluptuous, and English is not her first language. So she was like, "What does that mean?" And he told her, "Go find out." And when she did, she said she was mortified. It doesn't stop there. Skip allegedly inappropriately touched, hugged her, kissed her on the cheek, would hold her hands, all this other shit.
Skip Bayless definitely gives off pedo vibes.
Yeah, I was about to say, you've seen the man. He looks like a freak.
It's either hide your kids or hide the guns with Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
Both of them I'm fucking firm believer of.
And then, like I said, it gets worse from there because apparently
that's true.
She continued to be his makeup artist, and Skip would then offer her $1.5 million to sleep with him. But yeah, she said no, and then once again, he brought it up, and she said, "Aren't you married?" And then Skip's dumbass says, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 or 4 wives?" And she was like, "What?" Like, just mortified.
That's so fucking wrong,
bro, everything about this is
That's
wrong.
so fucking
everything
wrong,
about this
bro.
Is wrong. And then again, she tells him no, and then he finally just loses his shit and starts accusing her of having sex with Shannon Sharp.
You're fucking Shannon.
Like, exactly.
You're fucking Shannon.
Like, no, dude, you just fucking
not me. Why him?
You going to Club Shay Shay, bitch? You going to Club Shay Shay?
As this is going on, Joy Taylor's continuing her hoeing because she told Mushin Faraji back in 2020, she saw that she met this guy, and this guy was Emmanuel Acho, and he was getting his own show on Fox. And she was sleeping around with him to get on that show. So she was, 2-time and 2 dudes. I mean, this woman's track record. She's putting up Travis Hunter's girlfriend numbers.
Dude, fucking, dude, we're not going to go back to the Travis Hunter situation. But I will say, Travis, go to Vegas, brother.
Oh, my God.
Go to Vegas.
Anywhere.
Oh, so my girl can't have friends. My girl can't have friends, huh?
Hey.
She can't be in videos?
Shit. What?
You can't. What? She was on people's private snaps. Those are the videos we're talking about.
Bro, the video where he said, look at her, got her trained like a dog, make my food, bitch. I was like.
And this is the guy that won our Heisman. This is the best, we're not going to get into that. But, yeah. This is all
before we dive back in that 1 second, take a moment for the people suffered from the Los Angeles fires.
Prayers for LA. Hope everything's all right. This is bad times, but we're going to get through it.
Hope the motherfuckers that they caught setting fires take a couple roundhouses to the face before they get to the station.
So Mother Nature.
No, they caught 2 dudes setting fires down there. Yes, that's just no dead ass. They were trying to figure out how the fuck the fire spread over 500 fucking miles or what? Like,
I thought it was just like
bro, there was just random apartment buildings just catching fire miles.
They say that
away.
That like it's like miles worth of fires, and that the rain gusts just
but today they found camera footage of dudes starting fires, and they went and arrested both of them. Yeah, it was wild because I was keeping track of it because I was like, bro, I get it. I was like, but if Australia's shit really didn't spread that fast overnight, how could California?
There's some sick people out there.
Yeah, and so when I guess somebody had left them a tip, and they fucking, dude, they found them lighting a lot of shit on fire, a whole apartment building, blocks. But prayers to everybody.
Prayers for everybody.
But we got to get back to the sick clinic.
I mean, we're almost to the point where we're going to give these motherfuckers a prescription.
What prescription? I like that because what prescription we gonna give them? Somebody told me today 2025 already needs a Xanax, and so
I don't know because look, in 2024 we started off with Stephen Hawking going to the Epstein's Island and 1,000 bottles of baby oil. 2025 we've got fires and FS1 being outed as just being a unsafe, toxic work environment.
I like the way that I texted it to you earlier.
Wasn't it 2024? Cat Williams.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Cat 2024
predicted everything.
He put everybody on blast.
Yeah, he put everybody on blast, and everything he said was.
Diddy mad as hell right now.
Oh, Diddy's.
I
don't know if he's mad. I think he's enjoying his time in prison.
Yeah, you're right. But there ain't no baby oil there. There's a lot of soap though. A lot of soap being dropped.
He's probably making his own baby.
I actually seen something the other day that said Diddy's upset that the Luigi Mangione guy is getting more attention than him. And I was like, your case is for fucking kids.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And his case is for killing a healthcare CEO.
Obviously, dude's sick in the head.
I'm just sitting here like, first off, I'm not giving any of my fucking attention to prisoners.
Cut that.
No, I'm not. Gus's opinions are Gus's opinions. I ain't done the research. I don't have an opinion. I will say insurance companies are fucking evil. I will say that.
The insurance companies are evil. And he shouldn't have killed him. That shouldn't have been where that went. But his reason for doing it.
Let me ask y'all this, okay? Because this is his sole reason, okay? This is Bailey. Focus. All right?
I don't want to be in a political.
No. This isn't political. I'm not about to make it political at all. No. I'm not about to make it political at all. We'll get off this topic super fast. But what I'm going to ask y'all is if you really in your heart of hearts believed that a surgery that you did not have to get, that another man told you needed to get, was the cause of your dick never working again, would you kill that motherfucker?
Hey, that's what happened.
I don't know if I would result to murder.
I wouldn't either. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, this is a normal human being, right? We don't do shit like that. But this motherfucker must have been knocking shit down to be that fucking pressed about it, dude.
Yeah.
He must have tapped a Kardashian.
What, did you see the pictures of him?
He's a good-looking guy.
He was a nice
He's a good-looking guy. I mean, I'm not gay. I won't fuck him for $1.5 million. I know it's not coming.
Fuck Skip?
Dude, Skip's got money. I never said I'd. You know what? We're not going back to that. All right, it's crazy. Getting cut later. It's all getting cut later.
That's crazy.
No, I won't cut it. I'm not no little bitch.
In the sick clinic, our first prescription.
Our prescription.
FS1.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can read it. You probably can't.
You can't see that shit, but we're gonna fucking hold it a little bit further. Go fucking read the Bible, and then while you're at it, take 4 OxyContin.
The first prescription for the sick clinic for FS1 is the Holy Bible. Read it from front to back. And then maybe, just maybe, you'll be saved.
Maybe listen to it on an audiobook.
Yeah, do an audiobook. Do an audiobook.
Touch grass.
I can't read shit.
Find Jesus.
Watch the movie The Notebook. All right,
so I think we just killed that segment, guys. So before we move further, we fucked up the opening. We'd like to welcome you to The Split Difference. I am Cody. This is Gus. And this is our guest. This is Mr. Bailey. We're not going to throw last names out because there are some sick fucks in Louisville that be hating.
Blessed to be here.
You are sitting with us on The Split Difference, or Split the Difference. Sorry about that. It's still fucking learning. This is episode 1.
Yeah, and we say split the difference because we're not going to agree on everything.
No, and usually never do.
You know, it's not.
We only agree on Dragon Ball, Family Guy, and
the FS1 situation.
Marijuana.
Travis Hunter.
No, yeah, Travis Hunter. Yeah, we agree on quite a few things, but it's usually the same
not all
things.
of them. We'll split the difference.
But we just want to give you guys a heads up. If you've stayed this long without any fucking context, we really do thank you because it's pretty fucking bad. But we just want to give you an outlook of what to expect on the show. We're here to give you I don't want to say daily or weekly, but we're here to give you our outlook, our opinions on sports, culture, everything, media, anything that's entertainment to you, we're probably covered. As you can see, we got the fucking card right here. I think Pateria got kicked in the balls. I pay for ESPN Plus. Don't copyright this shit. I pay for it, Dana. I pay for it. All right. I pay for the pay-per-views too. Thanks, Dana. It's only $10.
Oh, bitch.
But oh my God, no! Don't say it. We need him on here. I'm cutting that.
No, why would we get Dana White on here?
Bro, why not? What the fuck do you mean?
It's Joe.
I mean, look, Dana is a dick, but Dana's a fucking mastermind. Nico Collins just fucking ran over their whole fucking team. Bro! Yo!
My God. Yep.
Joe Mixon touchdown! Come on!
My God.
The Chargers are choking this away.
Dude, I told y'all the Texans was going to do something, bro.
Weren't you just saying the Chargers were going to?
I said I think they're going to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans did something. I said I think they're going to win, but I would not be surprised if the Texans did what they did last year.
That's fair.
That's what I said. Because I said remember the Browns game.
They could win.
No, because I said the Browns game as example. I said remember Joe Flacco. Everybody thought this motherfucker was going to come out and perform like Wentz before he fucking tore his ACL. And then he fucking threw 2 interceptions in the first half, and the game was already over.
Wentz.
Yeah. Moment of fucking silence for the Philadelphia heartbreaker, Carson Wentz. We appreciate you, brother. We wouldn't have done it without you.
And the Colts fell for it.
Yep.
I told you that shit wasn't going to happen.
And
I told you.
That was
and now you know what's sick? You know what's sick? He's about to get a fucking another ring if the Chiefs win on another team that he didn't fucking play in a Super Bowl. Ain't that crazy?
For everything that is holy, please do not let them get another Super Bowl.
I don't care if it's holy. I don't care if it's bad.
They ain't.
Don't let it happen. But I don't put no bad juju on me. I claim no negative energy.
This is perfect. I mean, we went straight into NFL. I mean, obviously we got the. You can't see it, but you know.
We also can't keep giving each other podcast notes probably throughout the fucking podcast. Neither can we? Is that unprofessional? I don't know. Joe Rogan be high most of the time.
I was about to say that show.
He really got
that
no
show
format.
has little to no professional.
Oh, dude, that fucking show is so awesome.
Well, dude. It's great.
Oh, well, look, look.
What are we talking about, Joe Rogan or Pat McAfee?
Joe Rogan.
Let me throw in my nominee for the sick clinic. All right, I just wanted to bring this up, you guys. This is only about a 3-minute thing. Ronda Rousey's interview with Diary of a CEO on YouTube exposing WWE was pretty fucking insane. And she literally said, and I quote, Vince McMahon cut me so he could shit on a bitch's head at his office.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we all know that boy is sick.
And I'm not going to show the video, but I'm going to play the audio for copyright reasons. So literally the title is WWE is a mess. But yeah, I might have to come back to it later. I got no fucking clips.
But yeah, I mean, Vince is everything that's come out about him is
okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Don't you read his text messages?
No. I was about to say, do not read that man's text messages.
I had to get out of the cave and in front of like a crowd, thousands of people live, of course, which is really funny.
We won't listen.
Adjustment through MMA, and like we really became like really close knit group. And for me, for how hard it was for me to like socialize and make friends, like these were like my girls,
He was looking for segments
and
too.
They all started getting into pro wrestling, and I just started doing it for fun, and it was just so fun. And like,
bitch, I don't care.
And
talk about
just
shit on her head.
Go into training and lose track of time, and realize that just training for fun.
Being born with there is sections.
Now,
okay.
So many of you.
I will come back to her story later. Okay, this literally is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, supposedly he's out now because they, caught him paying company funds so he can show some girl's head in the office and do a threesome with her, Johnny Laurinaitis.
Oh,
yeah, that guy's out of the
company. His cronies are still there, and so when
did you say Laurinaitis is out of the country?
No, out of the company.
Oh yeah, I know.
But yeah.
Before he was still basically just calling it in and running the company, and but yeah, like
so even though all this bullshit,
still like
who's running the company with Triple H and shit, it's not. It's still old fucking Dick Burger.
Like
maybe now. Yeah, I don't know when that was recorded.
So in 2022, I think he stepped away. 2023, he came back, and the start of 2024 was whenever they just told him to get the fuck out, and that's when The Rock became like majority owner of TKO and WWE.
And I want to say that is so fucking wild to me that they are in the same parent company now and don't have any events corresponding whatsoever. You could make so much fucking money by throwing a Logan Paul UFC fight in there where he just fights a dude at a catch weight that he's clearly bigger than. He's probably going to wrestle fuck him. Like, dude, it's wild. There's so much potential with that shit. Like, do you remember the fucking match they did with Riddle and Rollins and DC was the ref?
Yeah.
Dude, they had a whole platform on top of the steel cage that went out. Like, it was like a fucking...
Yeah, that does...
It was cool as fuck. And DC was like really good, bro. Like, he was really good as a ref. Like, Riddle went too hard and then he fucking threw Riddle, and then Rollins went too hard and he threw Rollins. He's like, don't fucking touch me. Don't put your hands on me. That's his whole fucking thing. And...
you talking about Daniel Cormier?
Yeah, Daniel Cormier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel Cormier did a special ref match for them, man.
That's cool.
It was Matt, and this is, I don't understand.
Fuck with Daniel Cormier.
Dude, Matt Riddle was that fucking guy. The Texans just got an interception or a stop or something.
It was TFL.
Hell yeah.
Al Shire, the administrator of CTE.
But hell, shit, while we're on the topic, before we cut into our NFL college football talk, because we'll probably be on that for the next
He's the next Vontaze Burfict.
We're going to talk about, since we're on TKO Holding Groups, I'm going to just run through my predictions for UFC 311 RIP.
Antonio Brown's brain.
CTESPN. I hope we get on there. We'd love an interview, Antonio. We'd love one. Get on the Discord.
Pick that brain.
Get on the Discord, bro. Hey, don't talk too much shit. He can boost our sales.
I'm not talking shit. I just want to I want to see how his brain works.
I respect. Well, I think we both know how that goes. He's just.
Didn't he throw like a bunch of dildos at his baby mama or something back in the day or something? Didn't he do that?
That sounds
for real.
I think that sounds about.
Yeah, it was like a bag of dildos or something. Like with cops around, just threw them at his baby mama.
Okay,
I don't know. None of that can be true.
I was talking about
but
UFC.
I think it is true. I don't know.
These motherfuckers just immediately thought brain damage.
But that's what happens when Vontaze Burfict hits you on the temple.
So Bailey,
what's up?
You weren't even a Bengals fan then.
Yeah, I was, bitch.
Fucking Colts fan. You were an undercover Bengals fan.
No, bro.
You fucking capper.
No.
You ain't mentioned the Bengals once till Joey B got there.
No,
you might have liked Andy Dalton, but I heard you talk about the Eagles
Giovanni
more.
Bernard,
you might have liked Andy Dalton, but I heard you talk about the Eagles more than I did hear you talk about the fucking Bengals. Now I did hear you talk about the Vontaze Burfict hit. You did talk about, but you wasn't talking about it's our guy that flatlined. You were like, man, that hit was fucked.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna
because that's the same.
I'm not gonna act like I was hyped about it, but
you were hyped about it. You were hyped about it. You were hyped. I knew you were hyped about it, but it's not the reason that I thought you was hyped about it. But anyways, Bailey, have you seen the UFC 311 card yet?
I have not.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it on you right now.
All
no
right.
homo. Take a pause.
Hey,
no, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong being homo. So we got for the start of the shut the fuck up, Gus. We get for the start of the card. I got a fight that I like that's pretty cool to me, man. And I think Bailey will like it too. Do you remember Zach Reese that fought here, knocked out Julian Marquez?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so Zach Reese is fighting this dude named Cedric Dumas. Mm-hmm. Okay, Alex Coach just went over to Abu Dhabi to corner Cedric Dumas. Now I might be correct about that. Maybe not corner, but he was helping them with training in Abu Dhabi for Cedric Dumas. Zach Reese fought in Louisville, so I think that's kind of cool because Alec, we're here in Louisville, so that's a fight I'm gonna be keeping an eye on because I really don't know how it's gonna go. If it stays on the feet, Reese is probably gonna knock him out, or it's gonna go to decision. Dumas might ground and pound him. I don't know. But you got your girl, Eileen Perez versus Carol Hoza.
Why is she my girl? Why do you say my girl like that?
I mean, everybody's girl, honestly. Everybody likes her.
That's the one with the booty, right? That be twerking?
I can't say. My wife will watch this.
You don't got to say.
But what I will say, Gus don't even know her.
Yes, I do.
You know who Eileen Perez is?
Yes.
I think a bunch of people.
You're on her OnlyFans, ain't you?
I think a bunch of people know.
She just has a lot of TikTok.
She has an OnlyFans?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Y'all are sick. Y'all are
How
sick.
do you know she has an OnlyFans?
No, I don't. I was just assuming.
I don't know she has an OnlyFans. I mean,
who doesn't have an OnlyFans anymore? It's literally how it goes. But anyways, look, Eileen Perez, I don't see twerking.
I think even Skip Bayless has OnlyFans.
I have one. Anyways, I don't see Eileen Perez. I don't see Eileen Perez twerking after this fight. I think Carol Hoza is going to have a fucking high volume, keep the distance, maybe get in a couple head kicks, probably try to stuff a takedown, but I don't see Eileen Perez winning this fight. I could be wrong.
Imagine, like you're going, like after a round's over, you go to the corner and you're sitting there and they're like throwing water on you, like trying to take the swelling down like a black eye. You just look over and your opponent's just throwing ass in the corner.
Dude, she don't throw it in the corner.
No, I'm just saying.
But that would be wild.
I would just be like,
well, if you're fighting Jordan Levitt, that might happen.
Throw the towel, I'm done.
Well, how about Pereira? Pereira don't sit down in the corner. Pereira stands and he just throws his hands over his coach like this. He doesn't sit down.
There's somebody else that don't.
Imagine you're over there. Yeah, a lot of people do. Imagine you're hurting. I think Max Holloway might do it too. Imagine a lot of people, or imagine you're fighting this dude. You're giving him your best, and you're sitting down like.
So you're over there,
and then he's just over there like,
and he's standing up,
Jama,
looking like Ivan Drago.
Jama.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when they do a close up on Alex Pereira's face before the fights, he
looks like a Moa,
and it zooms in on his face, and you look in his eyes. That dude has like death in his eyes.
Yeah,
he has no feeling behind his eyes.
Yeah, it's pretty
just total blackness.
So moving on with the fight too. So look, you like Peyton Talbot, don't you?
Yeah.
So Peyton Talbot fights on this card. Peyton Talbot's the guy with the fucking like black circle tattooed in between.
Oh, yeah. No, I do like him.
Yeah, he's super dominant.
Yeah, he's cold. Yeah.
So Peyton Talbot is a minus 1,100 favorite against Hani Barcelos. Okay, Hani Barcelos is a pretty phenomenal bantamweight, but I think Peyton Talbot does get the job done. Hani's last fight,
Texans,
I don't know when he fought.
They are just chewing through this Chargers defense right now.
It's the Chargers, bro. Jalton Almeida's fighting Sergey Spivak. You know Jalton, right? The one that subbed Derek Lewis when I told you he was going to sub me. You didn't believe me.
Oh, yeah. I lost.
Actually, I think it was a decision.
I lost a decent
I lost a decent amount of money on that fight. I think he just held Derek down the whole fight. But he's fighting Sergey Spivak, who did sub Derek Lewis.
Derek Lewis made me max on my credit card. They don't even 2-3 times because he just takes all my money.
You stupid! I told you. You did prove me wrong one time when he fought Rogero De Lima.
They put a 1-800 number on those gambling sites for a reason.
Dude, yeah, for real. I shouldn't be betting on how many birds you're gonna land on the power line.
You know it's bad when you're betting and like they send you a thing like you spent this.
I shouldn't be doing when I'm delivering mail. I got the over and under at each house. They have 4 or 5 pieces of mail over and under.
It's really juvenile when you get to the point where you're betting on like. Overseas women's basketball.
Dude, I did that shit, bro. And I won 200.
No, that's sick.
I won 200.
That's sick.
And then I took that 200, bet it on the Cowboys. They lost.
Yeah, that's usually how it
goes. To
the
fucking Giants.
Why did you bet on the Cowboys?
To the Giants.
You know who else lost to the Giants? And it kicked them out the playoffs? The shitty ass Colts.
I thought you were going to say the Bengals.
Fucking shit.
Yeah, we were watching that game. We were rooting for the Giants.
I bet you was.
Or me and Sean was. But okay, look. Johnny Walker.
Sounds like a true Eagles fan.
Yeah, you're right.
The Giants, huh?
You're fucking right. I hate for the Giants. No, fuck them.
You said he was sure for the Giants.
Stop getting me off topic. Johnny Walker's fighting this cat that I really want y'all to know his name because he's an absolute monster, okay? This dude's name is Bogdan Guskov, okay? And he just knocked out Ryan Spann pretty bad in his last fight. And he's fighting Johnny fucking Walker, who gets knocked out every fight.
Yeah.
This dude's going to fucking skyrocket He's only hits.
Let's never forget that Johnny Walker was supposed to be the next dude to be like he's supposed to be the next John Jones, and he tore his.
I don't know who
he tore his shoulder out when he No, you remember like he was like the next up and comer.
He was the next up and coming
guy, and then he won a fight and he did some worm thing.
He fucked his shoulder up.
He did the worm. Never been the same.
That ain't the reason why he been losing. The reason he been losing because he does dumb shit and he won't put his hands up.
He looks
like the Jamal Hill fight. Jamal Hill took about 2.5 minutes. It was like, you're not gonna put your hands up. All right, and just fucking caught him literally dead center. And then Johnny hit the fucking Soldier Boy on his way down. And fucking, but yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I do know what you're talking about, yeah.
Motherfuckers forget about Jamal Hill, bro. Fuck the rest of the fights. Let's talk about my boy Jamal Hill fighting Yuri Prochazka on this fucking card next Saturday.
Have you seen that highlight?
Which one? Where he knocked out Johnny Walker?
I mean, the motherfucker
awesome.
hit the Soldier Boy on the way down. He's like that.
So he cranked twice on the way down. He's like,
yeah, that's pretty nice.
And fucking Johnny and Jamal Hill hit him with one more. Well, Johnny Walker's been doing
your
that
career's
like
ass
5
when
or
that's
6
the height of your
times.
career. You getting knocked out and hitting the Soldier Boy.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I don't know why. Just
you know what?
It's because of the silly
Johnny
shit
Walker
he does.
retire and let's go on to the next fight.
It's because of silly shit he does, bro. Is what it is. But so with that being said, Jamal is fighting Yuri on this card. And I got to say, if I had the money, I'd bet my mortgage on Jamal Hill. This man's got everything to prove, nothing to lose, because he's young. He's still going to be around. Yuri, on the other hand, I feel has got a lot to fucking lose. And the same, everything to win, man. Like, Yuri got knocked out twice by Pereira, so even if he wins this fight, I really don't know where the fuck they're going to book him next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he got knocked out brutally the second time. The first time, he got knocked out, but it looked like it could have been an early stoppage. The second time, there was no question. He wobbled him at the end of the first round. This was at your house, remember? Or at Alyssa's mom's house when he knocked out Yuri that last time. With that head kick, Pereira.
Oh, yeah.
So he fucking wobbled him at the end of the first
Usually
round.
Them nights
came out at the fucking...
it's kind of hard to remember.
Came in the fucking second round and immediately looked at him and was like, you're not going to check the head kick? All right. And fucking knocked him out immediately. My bad, Gus. And dude, I'm sorry. Yuri just fights so sloppily, and Jamal Hill's boxing is so fucking crisp, and he's got so much power. I think he knocks Yuri out in 2 rounds. I really do.
Yeah.
And I'm biased. I love Jamal Hill. I'm not going to lie to you. I love Jamal Hill. But I also love Yuri. But Yuri is kind of having a rough kind of fucking go right now.
Yuri's cold, but I think because like the past like 2 or 3 fights he's lost. And I just think dude's in his head like.
Well, no, he lost to Pereira, then he beat Rakes, and he lost Pereira.
But you can tell when he's coming out, it just don't seem like he's like the same
and like
dude
the little shit where he was like, he's fucking trying to blame.
But also Jamal Hill might because Jamal's never been knocked out either until the last fight.
Yeah, they're both.
It's kind of
they're both like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of interesting.
Well, I think Yuri actually got knocked out in another promotion way back when he was super young. But I think this was like his only second time. Is that mixing? Like his only second time being knocked out.
Yeah,
and mixes that score. Fuck yeah, and so. That actually technically is third because the second time he got knocked out was the first time he fought Pereira. But so he lost to Pereira, beat Rakic. And that was kind of a mid fight. I really wouldn't even give him a title shot off of it. But he beat Rakic, and then he lost to Pereira again. And then now he's fighting Hill. Dude, I'm sorry. I think Hill fucking crucifies him, bro. I really do. That power, that Glover fight, bro, is just so insane, dude. Andrew's not a big avid UFC guy, dude. You know what I'm saying? He'll watch it with us, but he's not super into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was falling asleep because I was exhausted as the week Jacob passed away.
Mm-hmm.
But, dude, literally the entire fight, Andrew kept waking me up because Jamal Hill was just throwing crazy shit and clobbering.
Jamal's cold,
fucking head kicks from a 6'5" boxer.
And also, he's from America, so we kind of got to be on the side.
Dude, when Andrew's going, oh, shit, and he's risking waking up my wife, you know it's a good fight because he don't ever fucking do shit like that. Oh, my God. Did Dalton Schultz catch that?
They intercepted it. They're running it back.
I don't know if that was a clean interception. Dalton Schultz had hands on him when he was down.
That's TD.
Oh, that's to the grip.
Oh, nice chop block. Good shit, boy.
I know. Who was the one that tackled him, though?
Good shit.
That was nice, though.
Yeah.
Sorry about hollering.
With that being said, I'll run through the co-main and main event real quick. Let y'all hear my thoughts.
While we was hollering?
I seen.
Well, I was just going to let them know.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Bailey. Let's hear it. You know what? You're our guest. Let's hear some analysis from
I was just saying, we're watching the Chargers-Texans game right now, and Texans was on a drive.
That was a beautiful interception. Holy shit.
Texans was on a drive about to score again and go up
that's why you don't
17-6. And Derwin James just intercepted it in the end zone.
Why would you throw? There's a flag. It's
almost ran it back.
It's going to be for excessive celebration or some excessive gayness.
And that is why he is arguably the best safety.
You know what? Yeah,
dude. You know what doesn't get talked
very much
about?
Slept on safety.
Okay, look, before we get into NFL, let me run through this McCole, Maine, and Maine real quick, fellas. Shout out to Derwin James. That's
Chargers coming back.
Play.
Bucket.
We'll see. CJ Stroud looks like he's going to hit a vape. So, the co-main, we got Umar Nurmagomedov fighting Merab Devos-Willie. You all know me. I'm a Merab guy. I fucks with Devos-Willie, and no homo. I didn't mean to say it that way. But this Umar cat ain't no fucking bitch neither, dude. He's a monster. He just be coarse.
Whatever's in that cup making him fruity. It's almost like he's drinking Bud Light or something.
Nah, I love Merab, dude. Look, Merab's a Matt Serra guy, dude. Everybody that's a Matt Serra guy I got love for because Matt Serra's fucking awesome, dude. But I think we're in for a 5-round war, man. I don't think anybody gets a finish. I mean, if they do, it'll be Merab, in my opinion. But I wouldn't be surprised.
Everybody gets a finish if FS1.
Well, everybody except
the fucking hairdresser, apparently. God, lame ass bitch. No, I'm just playing. It's a joke. I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking around. It's a joke. Shit. It's all jokes. Joe Rogan, hear me out. Please bail me out. Anyways, I definitely see Merab taking 2 or 3 rounds strictly with a couple of dominant strikes on the feet, sequences on the feet, and some ground control time. I see a repeat of the Merab and Peter Yan fight. Peter Yan's got phenomenal ground and pound as well. Didn't stand a chance against Merab. Merab kicked his ass. Got Merab. If there is a finish, I got him winning in the 3rd round by submission. You got any thoughts, anybody? Bailey's on OnlyFans. All right.
He's
How do you spell her name again?
Who? Don't try and drag me
girl
down.
That twerks in the UFC fight. What's her name?
Eileen Perez, ALIN.
This don't show from waist down, does it? All right, bet.
Yeah, you can just see.
You're good, brother. You're good, brother. Don't piss under my table, all right? Anyways, we're going to move on to the main event, and we're going to move on to NFL. We got Islam Makhachev fighting Arman Sarukian in a rematch. Okay, this time they're both way better fighters. Islam's a champion on a fucking hell of a run right now. 2 phenomenal finishes in his last 2 fights, submitting Dustin Poirier in the 5th round, Bailey? Did he submit Poirier in the 5th?
Who is this?
Islam. They submit Poirier in the 5th, I think. In that darts choke. Hell of a fight.
So. It was either 4th or 5th.
I think it was late round. But hell of a fight. Either way, Islam fought some adversity, but he fucking came out on top, and I'm a Dustin Poirier guy. I couldn't hate on that performance at all. Arman Sarukian, the same thing. This dude's coming off of a knockout of Beneil Dariush, who's also on this card. I just don't see Arman getting it done. I don't. I just think Islam walks around 190 at his normal weight, and I just think he's such a physical force under Khabib is ridiculous. By himself's one thing. Under Khabib's training, where it's no longer Abdulmanap, Khabib's running shit, I feel like this dude's thrived. He looks drained, but he gets in the octagon and just works shit. He saw some adversity against Dustin, but the dude was not scared to strike with arguably my favorite boxer in the UFC. I think it goes him, Strickland, Max Holloway. Pereira's obviously above them in terms of kickboxing, but in just boxing, the dude did fucking phenomenal against Dustin Poirier.
Dude, those guys, I mean, I would look drained if I had to go through those fucking trainings.
Oh, I couldn't cut weight at all, dude. Islam walks around 190. That's 35-pound weight cut to make 155.
I think I'm a bigger guy, so it probably just seems like out of world to think about anyways. But it's crazy to me how somebody can already look cut up and have abs, and then still be able to cut another 15 pounds while already being cut up.
The
That's
picture
insane
of Connor when he was at his lowest, man, how fucking deathly ill Connor looked. And then they put the sound effect of a bird squeaking, you know what I'm talking about, where it's like, and it's like,
you know what also is crazy to me is how, and it doesn't seem like all the fighters are like this, but like Alex Pereira, he'll make weight. And then the next day he'll come in.
Oh, he'll be 20 pounds heavier.
Yeah, 20 pounds heavier. And UFC will be like, look,
there's a lot of fighters that do that though. Yeah,
I know, but 20 pounds. Oh, yeah. I can see him gaining 10 pounds, but
now Pereira, he
this
definitely
dude gains 20 pounds in a day. Yeah. That's insane. I don't know how that's even
possible. Patty Pimblett, where he's all skinny and
Patty does that shit, bro. Patty, as soon as weigh-ins in, he gains a lot of weight, bro, because Patty's got an eating disorder.
That's just insane how your body can gain 20 pounds in a day.
So there's somebody else that was really good with it too. They specifically cut to it. Kevin Holland's doing it right now. He cuts to 170 instead of 185 like he normally was doing because he's stronger at 170. And yeah, the weight cut sucks, but when he bubbles up, he's got probably like a 15-pound advantage on most guys, unless he's fighting dudes that are, muscle mass. But yeah, it's wild, man. Them weight cuts I honestly wish they would just say fuck it and tell them, just stay at this weight. Just this is your walking around weight, stay at this weight. This is your division. I'd love if they just had 10 divisions like that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's detrimental to your health. And there's a lot of fighters that will move down a division to try and start a comeback streak. And yeah, it's cool to cut weight and move down, but when you do that, your chin goes too. And so that's what a lot of people don't realize is when you're doing that to yourself, you're more than likely always fatigued, and it's only going to take 1 or 2 good shots to put you down. So if you're not in there on some ultra instinct shit, or you're not taking them down and ground and pounding them or submitting them fast, you're going to be in for a rough night. And it's just like Pereira in that so technically the 4th Adesanya fight, but the 2nd one in the UFC, Pereira got knocked the fuck out. And dude, I've seen Pereira take way harder hits at light heavyweight and not even be phased than that hit that he took from Adesanya, man. And I think a lot of it was the fact that he was cutting to 170 or 185. I really do. Yeah. He's cutting to 205 now. That's a 15-pound difference already, dude. And he's coming in at heavyweight weight. After he makes weight, he's coming in at 220 at least every time. Yeah. And the dude don't have to really cut for 205. And then normally,
I was about to say, there's a lot of leeway there, but like 185, like you gotta.
Oh yeah. And like he's walking around 220. Normally he just has to cut the 205. That's 15 pounds. But with fucking 180 or 185, whichever one it is, I can't remember. You're talking a lot more, and them last couple pounds really don't come off. Yeah. And if they'll tell you like you can't keep cutting weight, you're done. But not to get off topic with that being said, I think Islam's looked phenomenal with his weight cuts. Sarukian looks like a fucking Greek god, and I don't mean that in a strange way. I don't know what he's been doing differently, but this dude's he's shredded too. But I don't think it's going to matter. He's a phenomenal grappler, but Islam is like, dude, he might have a better career than Khabib when it's all said and done. Khabib retired, obviously, but I think he gets this shit done quickly. The Volk knockout, I was watching it with Lil Joe, and I kept telling Lil Joe, he keeps trying that fucking head kick, dude. He's trying to end this shit fast. He doesn't want to go to decision with this motherfucker again. As soon as he threw it the 4th time, he knocked Volk out. I think that's his new little thing. With Dustin, he couldn't figure Dustin out. But with Sarukian's not that great a striker. He's got power, but he doesn't have the volume or the speed. So if Islam can figure out something, I think he submits him or knocks him out fast. I really do. And that's my honest take. And I'm not a Dagestani guy. I'm not an Islam guy. I'm a fucking Dan Hooker guy. But just watching this brutal sport that breaks my heart, I really think Islam's going to retain that belt fast.
Absolutely.
With that being said, it's time to split the difference between the sports. We're going to move on to NFL first, or do you want to do college first?
I mean, we can talk about NFL.
I mean, college, I feel like, yeah, I was going to say, we're currently watching the Houston Texans and Chargers game.
10-6 right now.
It's, it's third quarter with less than 6 minutes left.
And, I mean, we got a pretty...
Is that Mechie?
I'm not going to lie. Chargers are lightweight shit in the bed. They've had a lot of chances to come back in this game.
I was about to say,
and they just keep shit in the bed.
I picked the Chargers to win, but it's the Chargers.
All right, fellas, we're sitting at 43 right now. Do you want to go ahead and run it to an hour?
I mean, yeah, that's fine with me.
All right.
But, I mean, this is the Chargers we're talking about. I mean, 2 years ago when they were in the playoffs, they were up 28-3, or like whatever it was. And then
who was it they lost to? The Bengals? Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Like a
you know what blows my mind every time I think about it? Blake Bortles made an NFC or AFC championship game. And I'm pretty sure the dude he lost to was Tom Brady.
Yeah, it was Tom Brady. If Miles Jack was down.
And then he got a big contract after that, too.
Fucking Blake Bortles.
That was the most, like, obscure. I remember the picture of, like, the conference championship, and it had Blake Bortles and Tom Brady, Case Keenum, and Nick Foles. And it was like them walking to wherever, like whatever arena the Super Bowl was in.
Yes.
And it, like that, we will never see a.
Oh, you're talking about the. Wait, Blake Bortles played against fucking.
He played against Tom Brady.
The year we won the bowl?
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah.
What?
The
Jaguars made that year?
Yeah, and y'all
beat the Steelers by like 45 to 42.
And y'all beat the Vikings with Case Keenum.
God, dude. We destroyed the Vikings.
Off that Hail Mary against the Saints, remember?
The Vikings beat the Saints. The Vikings
that's
beat.
what I'm saying.
I thought you said we beat them. No, we crushed them. Yeah,
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was like all like motherfuckers that just should not.
Big Dick Nick strapped it on, dude.
No names.
They took them to town.
the Vikings were favored to win.
They called that the Minneapolis Miracle. Everybody was favored to beat us, bro.
Miracle.
Every game of that playoffs, we were scheduled to lose.
The Vikings were favored to win that game because Case Keenum was on somebody's podcast talking about it. And he was like, we were going in there thinking we were going to go in there, we were going to bust ass. And then he was like, that's why I will never underestimate the home field advantage in the playoffs because he was like, we went in a Philly.
That had nothing to do with it. Had nothing to do with it, bro. We had a better team.
But still, no, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you don't realize.
I won't say it had nothing to do with it.
You don't realize it's like going into a stadium.
Oh, it'll fuck you up, dude. Yeah.
And then the Eagles were just good there.
It fucks me up going to Kentucky Stadium as a fan. I can imagine the Florida guy next to me was probably having a mental fucking breakdown, dude. Like, the dudes around us were like, pussy. I was here like, it's all right, bro. Don't worry about it, buddy. I was like, I won't defend you if they hit you, but I would tell you when it's time to run.
Dude, it gets wicked about.
Yeah, they get fucking sick about there. Bro. It's another reason I really don't care for, bro. I'm a Philly fan, and if I'm telling you you're doing too much, that's probably a problem. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But them Jaguars against the Patriots with Blake Bortles.
So crazy.
That was a hell of a defense because I was
about to say the Jags defense.
Did they just get Josh Allen that year?
No, Josh Allen wasn't even there. This was Yannick Ngakoue, AJ Bouye,
Jalen Ramsey.
Who else was on? Miles Jack.
They had did you say AJ Bouye, the other quarterback?
Yeah, I said AJ Bouye.
Which everybody forgets about that, but like when Jalen Ramsey and the AJ Bouye. Like, they were both the top 5 cornerbacks in the league. I was about to say, and then A.J. Bouye's fall off. I mean, it was insane. Yeah.
And then they had Calais Campbell on the defensive line, too, because that defensive line was really, like, the best part of that defense.
Honestly, the secondary, you had 2 top 5 cornerbacks.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I mean, that defense is so slept on and people forget about it because, like, after that season, like, I'm like, so the Jaguars lost to the Patriots, and then that offseason is when they paid Blake Bortles. But the whole team was like, don't pay Blake Bortles. It's like, he's not like that. But they're like, oh, he got us here, so we're paying him. And since they paid Blake Bortles, they couldn't pay Jalen Ramsey. They couldn't pay, like, A.J. Bouye.
Yeah. And so – because Jalen Ramsey played another year. He played 2018, and the year after that, he played half the season. Then they traded him to L.A.
Yeah, well, the whole team, was going through contract fights and all that bullshit.
Because Allen Robinson was with the Jaguars, and then didn't he leave? He left and went to the Bears.
Like, literally, they decided to pay Blake Bortles, but then pay nobody else. And everybody was like, we're the reason we got here, not the quarterback. He just got, brought
Blake Bortles was
and it made the whole team implode.
He was the perfect example of a game manager system quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And, we've seen some crazy playoff runs the last few years. I think this one's going to be pretty good. I think this year is going to be pretty great. I mean, this game's kind of a stinker. But
which game?
This one, Texans and Chargers. Nothing's really gone on, but the Broncos and Bills, I think that one's going to be pretty good. The Steelers and Ravens, definitely. That's one where
I'm about to go off tonight. We're about to really see if it's time to fucking stop talking about Lamar's stats and only talk about his playoff appearances. Because if he shits the bed again tonight, I'll be damned I keep comparing him to Josh Allen the way Josh Allen's playing right now. Josh
Allen ain't showed anything in the playoffs either. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
He's played in one AFC championship. Should have been two.
Well, okay.
In 2022 or 2021 is whenever him and Patrick Mahomes, it was just they were scoring every drive. And if Buffalo would have gotten the coin toss in that game, they would have been in the AFC championship. I
know, but there's a lot of teams that get into overtime and
I wouldn't even count that. Fuck that.
And the coin toss is just
well. With that same logic, I can talk about the Eagles.
The whole NFL overtime coin toss thing, that's bullshit. I think both teams should get a chance anyways.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but there's been a bunch of teams that's been screwed off.
Yeah, I think the NFL doing that is Oh, they did change the overtime. Dude, if this shit goes to overtime tonight, they will both get a chance. That's crazy.
And then,
and it's only playoffs.
Last year Buffalo was. They were on fire after they fired Ken Dorsey, and they played. They played Kansas City in the divisional. And Stephon Diggs couldn't catch shit. He couldn't catch an STD if you would have thrown it to him.
Or did they kick a field goal? They kicked a field goal.
And it was also Josh Allen was going for the home run ball instead of just.
Oh, it's another innie.
Don't tell me he threw another interception, bro.
Yep.
No, he got sacked.
All right, so look, guys. So we got just the Ravens game is the rest of the one.
I believe in Josh Allen. I think he's one of the top quarterbacks in the league. But I don't see how you can say that Josh Allen's proved more than Lamar in the playoffs. When Lamar's won a playoff.
That's not what I said. I said
Lamar's won a playoff game. Josh Allen's won
what I said was if Lamar shits the bed today, it don't fucking matter his stats in the regular season anymore. It doesn't. What we're going to have to start looking at is his playoff performances. Because if he fucking loses today, he's going to be like fucking 3-3 in the playoffs or something.
It wouldn't even be that.
It's not very good.
I think he's won like
they won one game last year. Yeah. And this is why I don't like the stat too, because if you're a really fucking good team, you get one less game in the playoffs, right? So the stat's kind of hard to look at. I get that. Mm-hmm. But dude, I remember the Titans beating this motherfucker, dude. Now, granted, they almost beat the Patriots, or they did beat the Patriots one year.
Now, I think that was the year that the Titans had obviously had Derrick Henry. He went for 2K. Like they was just running.
Yeah, but crazy. Still, it's the bro. They've shit the bed numerous times.
Yeah, no, that's
just like we have, just like the Eagles have.
True. In that game against the Titans, Lamar's receivers weren't catching shit.
Yeah,
I think he had like 3 or 4 picks, and a lot of them were off tip balls from their receivers.
Yeah,
and it happens. People have bad games, so sometimes it's your whole entire receiving core.
This is like the first time he's really had a receiving core. He's got arguably the best running back in the league.
Well, shit, Zay Flowers is hurt right now. He ain't even going. He ain't playing.
Who's his receiving core aside from Rashad Bateman and don't say Nelson Aguilar?
His best receivers are Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely, the tight ends. They
he's definitely got Zay Flowers.
I mean, like their wide receiving core too. Well, Zay Flowers hurt is what I'm saying. Like,
he's not playing?
Yeah. No, he ain't playing tonight.
Who's the other guy?
It's Rashad Bateman.
He always gets it's not. He always gets 80-yard touchdown. Like the one against the Bengals when he got that
Justice Hill or Nelson Aguilar.
Nelson Aguilar.
It wasn't Aguilar. I can't.
No, it's
a Ravens wide receiver.
It's fucking somebody Austin or something. I can't remember bro's name. I just
Tylan Wallace.
Yeah,
Tylan Wallace. Yeah, that motherfucker don't ever show him until they play the Bengals, and he gets like 80-yard touchdown.
He'll let fucking Justice Hill take over.
Fucking crazy.
The door just opened.
I don't know what that was.
Anybody else just hear it?
I heard something.
Dude, I got the white man's bird in the corner. I'm not fucked up about it, dude.
But yeah, I mean, this playoff can be pretty good. And
I think look, everybody's equal. You know what I'm saying?
Is the Commanders and the Buccaneers? They're going to tear the house down. That game. That's the one game I'm looking forward to. And then the Rams and the Vikings. That's the game where I'm set. The Rams are. I don't think it's all right. I think the Rams are going to upset the Vikings. I could be very wrong about this.
No, I don't think there's any reason that they were already going to upset the Vikings. Their fucking home is on fire. They're now for sure going to upset the fucking Vikings.
Well, the reasons why I think the Rams had a good chance of beating the Vikings this year is because everybody is like raving about the Vikings defense being good and this and that and yada yada. But the Vikings run defense is good.
I think they had a kind of easy schedule too.
They're like their secondary is not like that at all. And the Rams,
let's say all they got is Stephon
like the Rams
was a great quarter.
Yeah, I forgot they picked up Gilmore. I just found that shit out last Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, like the Vikings don't got anybody worth anything honestly in their secondary, and the Rams that's their strong suit. Is they got Puka, they got Cooper Kupp. I mean, Matt Stafford slinging the pill. I mean,
and Kyron Williams.
I don't see how the Rams don't win. To be honest with you,
I mean, and then after last week they did lose. I mean, they didn't look good against.
Special Detroit. Delivery for you, Bailey. You gotta open the back.
Let's see what's going on here.
Oh, man.
Oh, fuck. I wish.
If you're not going to do it, send it back.
I wish,
when
brother.
When did the USPS start delivering that?
They deliver fun.
I wish I could.
He's got ED, clearly.
No, I think he's just driving through the snow.
Oh, fuck, it fell out. Anyways, that's what he said.
Then, Bucks and Commanders, who thinks...
Dude, I think... is that Mixon? Is it Mixon?
Oh, shit. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Is it Mixon?
It was.
It's Mixon, baby. I'm still in it for $3K.
No.
What the fuck? It's not Mixon.
Was that a defensive touchdown?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, it was a defensive touchdown.
It was.
Oh, my God.
Bro.
Damn it.
Herbert.
I told you Justin Herbert ain't shit. I told you.
Just saying that Justin Herbert was the top
Gus,
quarterback.
you're the mediator. What was I saying? This motherfucker had the nerve to tell me Jalen Hurts ain't top 5.
That was on Lam McConkey.
I don't know.
That was right through his hands.
To me.
That was right on.
Let's run it back. Yeah, I'm stepping in my spilled beer.
Oh, well, okay. No, yeah, it was a bad pass, but Lad got his hands on it. So
okay, he was saying Justin Herbert is a top 5 quarterback, and
possibly. I don't know if he was doubled down on it, but he was definitely saying possibly.
Jalen Hurts isn't a top 5 QB.
Well,
in which I'm on the fringe about Jalen Hurts being top 5.
Jalen Hurts is definitely top 7.
There's no way he's top 5.
Jalen Hurts is definitely top 7.
But this got to an argument more of it started out as Justin Herbert, a top 5 quarterback, but then it got to Dakota saying that Jalen Hurts is better than Justin Herbert,
which is true,
and that's where the conflict came, because there is no way you can say Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback.
We can compare stats, including win-loss.
You can't do win-loss.
Okay, we don't have to do win-loss.
Look, if you're comparing stats and you're just looking at passing stats,
no, we're going to look at everything, because Justin Herbert rushes as well.
Even then, Justin
Herbert rushes as well. He's
already got a 5,000 passing yard season under his belt.
Was that this year?
I mean, it wasn't this.
Okay, then.
This man, Jalen Hurts, is behind the best O-line in the league.
I'm not saying
the best running back in the league.
So, like in 2020,
top 5 wide receiver in the league. Another top 15 wide receiver in the league.
Hold on one second.
2021, he had 5,014 yards.
So we got to have some context here, though. This is what I'm saying. If we're comparing all-time seasons,
and who's Herbert throwing to? What, Keenan Allen? That's been in his 30s for like the past 5 years.
Aside from us getting AJ Brown 3 years ago and us drafting Devontae Smith, Hurts hasn't had a lot of help neither.
That motherfucker's had them people since he was there.
Offensive line
no, I'm talking. You just said receivers. We're not talking about O-line now. You
can have the best offensive line in the league,
but if the motherfucker can't catch the ball, it don't matter. You're trying to tell me Jalen Reagor didn't negatively impact our fucking team.
All right,
that's what I'm trying to say, bro.
I'm just saying
there are stuff that's not tangible. There's stuff that isn't tangible, dude.
Jason Kelce.
This is why I'm saying we have to have context.
Lane Johnson,
Saquon and Jason Kelce never played together. They never played together.
With an elite offensive line. Miles Sanders had the best year of his career in Philly, running with one of the best offensive lines in the league. I
actually think Miles Sanders had the best year of his career in Carolina, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it was in Philly.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he
was there running one for like 2 years.
That's why he got paid by the Panthers, because he had the good year from the Eagles.
To go to Carolina.
We've had more running backs come through our program and leave in the last 6 years than anybody, dude. We had fucking
why?
We had LeGarrette.
Why do you think so many running backs are going to y'all? Because I got the best O-line in the league.
Exactly.
Okay, what the fuck does
everybody
that
wants to go to the O-line.
Everybody goes there, because if you have a shitty
running back and an elite offensive line. We have gotten so far off topic.
A shitty running back.
Everything you're saying, I agree with.
And they can be an all-pro.
Everybody's
going to think the running back's good. Yeah. But if you have a good running back with a shitty offensive line, it's different.
So I want you to understand that we have a right guard starting.
This is just what I mean.
This entire season, okay? And he fucking sucks. All right, he's not. Cam Jurgens is not.
Cam Jurgens is
no, he's not. He's like one of the top centers.
He's tightened it up, but it took him a long fucking time to get it together.
He was a right guard last year because
I understand that, but like there's stuff like that is constantly happening with our team. We got injuries. Lane Johnson has went down 4 or 5 games this year because of a groin injury that he just had his fucking career. I don't know. He's a big guy. Fucking looks like Kratos. But we've got all kinds of shit going on our O-line. We're not healthy.
But no, Cam Jurgens was a center coming out of college.
Yeah.
Jason Kelce handpicked
Cam Jurgens is a really cool guy, too. Yeah. He's on the fucking New Heights podcast.
Jason Kelce handpicked Jurgens, supposedly, and taught him. And that's why
he had a rough couple games.
But Jurgens was a right guard last year because Jason Kelce was still center. But obviously the whole plan was for him to get the center. And,
all I'm saying is Kelce, bro.
And Jurgens started
one.
Huh?
He could have a second ring this year, bro.
Oh, yeah. But this is what I was getting at, was that Jalen Hurts has had some help with him, like with their O-line being good, with the AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. He's got I'm
still pulling.
Right now he's got Saquon, but like the years before, the running backs were kind of shaky. But behind the O-line,
who was our running back last year?
And then Herbert, on the other hand. Herbert's O-line has always been shit until this year.
So this year he has got nothing to
throw to. Nobody to throw to at all, and he's still making these crazy numbers.
Hold up a second. This can't be right. Hold up a fucking second. This cannot be correct, bro.
Was in his 30s.
This cannot be correct, bro. There's no fucking way. It says he only had 5 interceptions.
Who?
Hurts.
What year?
This year.
That might be.
I know, but
them fucking 5 interceptions. We're in like week fucking 1 through 8. That means he hasn't thrown an interception since like week 8, bro.
If that's the case, that's impressive.
That's what I'm saying.
A couple games,
and he led the league in fucking interceptions.
No, I like Hurts. I don't dislike Hurts. I'm just saying.
If you look at Jalen Hurts' stats, passing wise, they're not eye-popping at all.
They're not eye-popping.
But then when you add in the rushing numbers, then you're like, okay, yeah.
He's still contributing for over 280 yards a game average, regardless if it's in the air.
Touchdowns this year.
Regardless if it's in the air or on the feet, the boy has contributed, is my point. And I just feel like he's contributing a lot more to our team, especially with the season we had last year with his fucked up hamstring. He still played 8 games in the injury, and then we finally started to fuck it up. I just feel like he's a better performer than Justin Herbert. But Justin Herbert isn't in a good situation with an O-line, like you're saying, which is that the Texans are up 20%.
What about this will be the last thing.
Is it what?
He's not a tush push merchant either.
This will be the last thing on this topic.
Let me steal your fucking Russian.
Do you think, or do y'all think that if you put Jalen Hurts in the Chargers offense, do you think that offense will be better?
I think they'd be better. Yes, entirely. Yes, I do. I'll tell you right now, if you swap their places,
Harbaugh is a magician and can work magic.
I'm telling you right now, Harbaugh with Jalen Hurts, you're going to Super Bowl.
So you don't. So if Justin Herbert got put on the Eagles offense, you don't think the Eagles would get
I think
better
he'll do
as
the
offense?
same shit Kenny Pickett did against the Cowboys.
Hell no, that is outrageous.
You're comparing Justin Herbert to Kenny Pickett?
I'm not comparing him to Kenny Pickett. I'm saying in our situation,
you give Justin Herbert that offensive line with those receivers.
I'm not saying Justin Herbert's a bad quarterback.
He just compared Herbert to Kenny Pickett.
You know what? It's time for Bailey's Blasphemous Takes.
My God.
Let's hear it. Look at him. He's lost it. I've got him to that point.
I'm about to chug this fucking fireball.
I'm really him. This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
I'm gonna start flipping tables.
I was throwing diamonds at the strip clubs under the Great Pyramids.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But no, that's
his face is red. His eyes are redder.
Herbert would do a damn good job in field because, like I said, he's got an elite offensive line.
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. The motherfucker would not do shit in Philly. I'm telling you right now. Dude, there's another touchdown. Joe Mixon, go! Go! Go, Joe! Fuck! Yeah, why do you keep fucking with me, Joe Mixon?
Bro.
Yeah, no, see, every time I try to defend this.
That was Derek Stingley. That wasn't even Joe Mixon. That's a 3rd interception. Quit begging this motherfucker's case.
I was about to say.
Is this his 2nd playoff game? 3 interceptions? Crash out. It's terrible. It's awful.
Yeah,
against the fucking 8 and 9 Texans.
They were 10-7.
Oh, wow. Look at how silent.
Hold on.
Okay,
come on now. Dakota.
An interception is an interception.
This motherfucker.
Did it get tipped?
Yeah.
I didn't see it get tipped.
I mean, it was bad.
I thought he threw it right into his hands.
Yeah, no.
I don't give a fuck. Because if Hurts did that shit, you're not giving him no grace for it.
Yeah, I would.
No, you would not.
Yeah, I would.
Nobody would because everybody hates Hurts for some reason.
If the ball hits a wide receiver's hands and it bounces off their hands to somebody else.
Oh, yeah, it's the receiver's fault, yes.
I don't even, like that should count as half an interception. That shouldn't even count as a full interception. But that's just for another day. If he
fucking scores this, I'm still in the running for $3,000.
But honestly, I hope the Chargers do get dusted. And this happened the last. This is how my mind thinks, right? Because I'm just so if y'all don't know, I'm a Bengals fan, obviously, but I'm also a Colts.
Bailey's a Colts fan first, who switched to the Bengals.
Since when do we get 2 teams?
Thank you. Well, thank you.
Well, this is how I go about it.
This is Kentucky. Bailey makes his own rules.
I was raised to be a Colts fan, so I grew up watching Peyton Manning and all that stuff.
Who drinks Bud Light, by the way.
And then he broke his neck. And then when I was like 11. I started watching college football, and I liked Andy Dalton a lot. I liked A.J. Green, and it just happened to be the Bengals drafted Andy Dalton and A.J. Green
and
Giovanni Bernard all in the same year. And I was like, shit, all right, these Bengals are all right. And then they had Vontaze Burfict, which nowadays you can't hit helmet to helmet, but back then Vontaze Burfict would like knock people out every game. And that was they had Pac-Man Jones. So I liked the Bengals ever since then, and so I've always been a Colts and Bengals fan since then. So you can crucify me on a stick, whatever, it don't matter. But this is how I think.
If in the chat for the Bengals and Colts, neither made the playoffs.
If the Chargers shit the game like this, I mean, I wouldn't care if Herbert throws 5 more interceptions. Hopefully Jim Harbaugh will be like, you know what? I don't want Herbert no more. I want my dude J.J. McCarthy from the Vikings. So I'm gonna make a trade to JJ
How
McCarthy.
fast would a switch up?
No, hold on. Hold on. You ain't let me finish.
Get in the sauna.
Let me finish.
All right. Let me let you cut.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
I was only a quarter through it.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So hopefully Herbert throws another 5 interceptions. Jim Harbaugh crashes out and like, look, I don't want this dude no more. I want my dude that I coached in college that when
Oh, he did coach
JJ
Michigan
McCarthy to win a championship.
I thought JJ McCarthy was on the Vikings.
Okay. I know.
Okay.
And the Vikings got JJ McCarthy, but they also got Sam Darnold, who's having an all-pro year this year, taking them to the playoffs. Hopefully the Vikings sign Sam Darnold. So then JJ McCarthy's sitting there just waiting in the wings.
Yeah, that's another thing.
And then Harbaugh will be like, yo, I want him. Let me trade to get McCarthy. So McCarthy goes to the Chargers. Then Justin Herbert sitting there. Then the Colts can make a decision that they never make the right decision. But I would give 2 first-round picks.
I don't know
Herbert
what they do,
to the Colts, McCarthy to the Chargers. Jim Harbaugh gets his thing, and then Vikings get Sam Darnold.
That was a lot.
Was that a lot?
This was only to give both of your teams a dub, but I like it. I'm with it.
Was that hard to follow? I probably confused everybody.
That was another question I was thinking about.
What
does Minnesota do?
Minnesota should definitely keep Sam Darnold.
Do they keep Sam Darnold?
They got to.
I want to ask y'all, because we're all, obviously me too, we're all writing off Minnesota. What the fuck we going to do if they win the Super Bowl?
They ain't winning the Super Bowl.
I understand that, but what if? Because I'm basing it off Sam Darnold.
I say Baker Mayfield and the Bucs got a better chance to win the championship.
The Vikings are predicted to win the Super Bowl, if not the Chiefs. I just want you to, yeah, I swear to God.
No.
Yeah.
No,
over the lines and the Eagles?
That is Vegas.
No.
That is Vegas finessing the entire gambling community.
Obviously.
That is why Vegas has the lights on 24/7.
Yeah.
Finessing motherfuckers to think the Vikings are going to win the championship.
We would know, bro.
That's crazy.
We would know, for real.
I put entirely too much.
I got it on half a stake in the casino.
Podcast been delayed because I thought I had parlays that was hittable.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was sitting there in my dorm room cooking up parlays, like, oh, I'm about to pay off all my student loans.
I swear to God, me and him went over to Indiana at like 3 a.m. This motherfucker had shit already placed, all right? So when he gets over there, he just, and then he drives right back. We're not over there for 7 minutes. So we get over there.
Stopped at a gas station.
Yeah, this motherfucker, he don't, we're in Indiana, the whitest of the white part of Indiana, too, and nothing's going to happen. Bailey's like, I'm tired. All right, let's go. I'm over here cooking up a 3-leg parlay. I ain't even fucking started yet. I was like, all right. So I just started hitting touchdown scores. I had a 16-leg touchdown score parlay for every game in the first game of the season. That motherfucker wouldn't let me bet more than 39 cents. But the payout was $265,000, bro. And I missed it by 3.
That's tragic.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Alvin Kamara. No, it wasn't Alvin Kamara.
I'm sorry.
It was Chris Olave. It was Chris Olave, Anthony Richardson, and somebody else. But yeah.
I'll be honest with you guys. Ever since I made that crazy trade scenario, I can't stop thinking about Justin Herbert being on the Colts.
Well, you should, because he's thrown 3 interceptions.
Would you want him?
We're never going to move past this fucking Justin Herbert and Jalen Hurts. Hey, JH. That's pretty cool. I like that. Too bad only one superior. Let's move on to the next game.
All right.
We've just been bouncing around from.
We're extending this episode. So look. So we're at an hour and 10. Do y'all want to go ahead and call it on this one, and we can go ahead and talk about the shit on the next one?
We could.
Okay. I think. All right. I think we should. Well, we're probably going to have to cut this.
Well, we want to see the.
But like we can cut the thing at 45 minutes.
Oh, it's at an hour and 8, brother.
Well, no, I mean, can't you like?
Oh, you mean like the extra content?
Well, like the first 45 minutes was like FS1, your UFC talks. We can cut that, and then we can keep going with this, and this will just be the second episode from whatever it's 45 to now.
How about we just stop it here with the, what game are we on? We left off with the. We didn't even dip into the Ravens and Steelers game.
We didn't even really get into any NFL talk.
Look, guys. This has been the first episode of Split the Difference. We're going to get on out of here because we got quite a few more games to talk about. And I got to make sure we got some fucking storage.
I'm sweating.
So I appreciate you for your time if you watched in. I apologize for the blasphemous Justin Herbert takes. Bailey will be in the sauna at the start of the next episode.
My hand is still hurting from doing that trade scenario.
Look, dude, all I'm saying is we told you about Matty Ice. We told you about Carson Wentz. Listen to me this time about Justin Herbert. Let's just
this
agree.
motherfucker. Do not ever put Justin Herbert on Matty Ice.
Bailey
fucking Carson Wentz.
Bailey Bartholomew Baird. I don't know your middle name.
That's insane.
Listen, dude. Listen. Until next time, let's agree to split the difference.
Goddamn right.